Hello everyone, JulioToyReviews here, and this is a review of the Kamen Rider X8 Deluxe Gamer Driver. So this is the belt that will be used this year in Kamen Rider X8, and the majority of the riders are actually going to be using this belt, such as X8, Genmu, Brave, Snipe, Racer, etc. So the belt comes with the actual belt itself, the belt strap, and the Mighty Action X Gashai for Kamen Rider X8. And as you can see by the box over here, the box actually looks pretty nice, and I like how they have so many pictures of X8 and everything and how colorful the box just looks. Speaking of the box is actually flipped this time, as what used to be the back of the box for rider belts is now the front and vice versa. And another thing before we begin this review, I want to give a shout out to CS Toys, which is where I got my gamer driver from. They are an amazing store for all of your Rider and Sentai merchandise, and I would highly recommend them if you're gonna buy any toys from Japan. They are just an amazing store. But enough talk, let's get on with this review. So over here is the gamer driver, and you can see that it has a consistent color scheme of black, hot pink, lime green, and silver. And you can see that it is very bulky. It's something that after Forza, we decided, hey, what if all of our rider belts were bulky? Or what if they were skinny but really weird? So that's been a trend going on. And another thing I should mention about the belt is the actual belt strap. Now, fortunately for all of us teenager to adult cosplayers, we can't wear the strap actually unless we want to spend $20 on an extension that won't come in on time. So this has led us to having to custom make our belt straps, which I will be doing that. And I have already bought the strap to do that. So over here you can see the gamer driver, and you may be thinking, wait a minute, does it have sounds? Well, let me explain. As you see, rider belts in the past couple of years have had sounds built in. However, the gamer driver is like the Go phone from Go-Onger, in terms of that the sounds are non-existent in the actual Henshin device. Now, that doesn't mean it's a waste of money, because the collectible it comes with actually has all the sounds. So you can see the Gashat over here for Mighty Action X. You can see the character of Mighty over here on the cover, which is basically Mario, except they couldn't actually use Mario, so they had to make him pink and give him some Sonic hybrid abilities. You can see the actual Gashat part over here. I mean the cartridge part, sorry about that. You can see X8's outline over here, which will come into play later. You can see it's all black in the back, and you can see a QR code, as Bandai of Japan has gotten used to the whole thing we've been doing in America of having QR codes in our toys. And yeah, that's basically it for the Gashat on its own. Now to activate the sounds, you're gonna have to pull on the tab over here. And for the sounds, you might want to keep the tab because of the fact that, let me just grab it right now, you can actually put it back in. And then it won't turn on. So that's the good thing. That way your Gashat doesn't waste any battery and it doesn't turn on at the middle of the night. So you can press over here. And it'll say Mighty Action X. Now, I want you to guess who the voice for the Gashats is. If you thought Hinoboru Kageyama, you are right. Mr. Dragon Ball Z himself is the voice for the Gashats. And other sounds that are here include two sounds that will randomize after it says Mighty Action X. So, for example, it will give either a win or a lose sound depending. So that's the lose sound. And that's the win sound. And the win sound is actually played at the end of each battle in the show, which is a nice detail. And now you may have seen that there is some LED up here, but you weren't really able to see it, so let me just turn off the lamps, and now press it. You can see that it gives off a pink glow as X8 is pink. And now to insert it into the gamer driver, you're gonna flip it like this and insert it in. Handshake. So the sounds are actually very nice. If you listen to the whole jingle, it says, "Let's game, mecha game, mucha game, what's your name?" And then afterwards, it says, "In the coolest way possible, I'm a Kamen Rider." So that's very nice. And in this form, X8 is level 1, as you see in the picture over here. And now, in order to activate level 2, which is what you primarily see on the show, you're gonna grab the driver, and you're gonna pull this out. And I bet you were able to understand that. It says Mighty Jump, Mighty Kick, Mighty Action X. And you can see some LEDs over there. And what I said about X8 having a cutout on the actual gashette, you can actually see it right there. That it sort of blends into there. And let me lower my camera, there it is. And let me turn off the lights to show you what I actually mean. So you can see X8's cutout over there actually lighting up. And it's a nice effect because of the fact that there are actually mirrors in here. So you can see the mirrors over here. And the image is projected. So that's a very nice way to do it. And now you may be noticing that there's actually 2 slots. Considering one gashette activates level 2, 2 gashettes actually activate level 3. Which is basically that a rider inserts his or her gashette, and they insert another gashette in order to get a power-up. So, if you were to close this, and bring over the gashette, and unfortunately I do not have another gashette like Shakuriki Sports to demonstrate this, it'll insert right over there, and then when you open the driver, and this is where the sound for the first gashette is supposed to play. And now the second one. So you can see that the Mighty Action X gashette actually says Mighty Action like if it was the Icon Driver G when it's used as a power-up. So that's basically it for the gamer driver. And now you may be asking, wait a minute, isn't there any button or something to activate a rider kick or something? Well, here's the thing. In the show, the belt consists of the normal belt and the Kimewaza slot. And the Kimewaza slot is used in order to activate the final attacks. And it's basically just a gashette holder, just like every other holder of the past couple years. And the unfortunate part is that they actually sold the Kimewaza slot separately for like $30 than the gamer driver. Now you can buy it together with the gamer driver, but I decided not to, and instead I decided to get the Rider Hero Series figures, which are the vinyl figures. But yeah, if you want the finishing attacks, I would recommend the Kimewaza slot, but it's not really anything special as Shuken Shinobi has said. So that's it for the gamer driver. So what do I think of it? Here are my final thoughts. So overall, the gamer driver is really nice, and I would highly recommend it if you're a fan of Kamen Rider X8. Though I have complained about the belt's bulkiness, it is actually pretty cool looking in my opinion. As well as the whole leveling up feature where you just basically pull the switch, just like in Kabuto. While the belt itself doesn't do anything, the gashettes are mainly responsible for the sounds, and so far I'm really liking the gashettes. They possibly could replace the Loxies as my new favorite Kamen Rider collectible. And they're just really well designed, and I like the sounds that are provided by Mr. Dragon Ball Z himself. So overall, the gamer driver is just really nice, and if you have an opportunity to get it, I would recommend it. As for the Kimewaza slot that's supposed to be with the driver in order to activate the full sounds, you honestly don't need it, but if you want to, sure, go ahead. But overall, I'm really excited for the X8 toy line, and I can't wait to see what they'll do next. I'm JulioToyReviews, and I'm signing off. Thanks for watching, everyone.